Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the My Tarot Morning Reflection, our daily inventory and chance to check in with the universe. Hello, Angelina. How are you? Oh, I'm getting all excited. Cards are flying everywhere. My life's complete. Ooh, 1 second. Let me close the door. Good morning, Jenny. I'm all excited to be in here, and I forgot to close the door. I have Mina walking by. So, again, welcome to the My Tarot Morning Reflection, our daily inventory, and just a chance to check in with the universe. And a reminder to take a breath. So, let's see. Oh, it's starting to look... I can't believe it's already the middle of January. You know, it is true, the older you get, the faster time flies. So, yes, we are in the middle of January. We haven't had any real snow yet. Not since, what, November? Good morning, Maureen. So, what are we doing then? We are checking in with the universe, listening to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. Our little reminder to just take a breath. And this is a weird shirt to be wearing when meditating, right? Bat boy. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm going to wear this shirt in the mornings because it's very strange. So, with that though, I'm taking that breath. Connecting with that universe. And then that's kind of a reminder, like, where are the feet at? Are they comfortable? Rolling the ankles. Oh, that feels good. The butt doing the kitty dance, getting all situated in the seat. Checking in with the shoulder meter, seeing where that's at. And then rolling the neck. And covered all 4 elements then. And kind of throw our light switch that says, now it is time to connect with everybody and everything. So, but I hope everybody's having that amazing morning so far here, mid-January. And my coffee. So, it's our chance, as I like to say, that the universe holds up a mirror, asks us, what do we see? And I personally have the tarot to use as that reflection, but I encourage people to find their own for their quiet moments. So, what am I going to do then? I am going to make our 3 stacks. I am. 1, 2, 3. 3 stacks, each one a different thread going out to the universe. It's like each one's a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path. Because this conversation is going to lead us down one path. This is a totally different conversation, which will lead us down a different path than the top 4 cards here, which are going to be a totally different conversation. So this morning, let's take the morning stack, or what I like to think of as what's underneath that might be influencing us, and we don't even realize it. So I'm going to do our 3 in 1. And I'll flip each card over one at a time, like we're reading the pages of a book. And it just reminds me each morning how much I actually enjoy doing this. It really does feel like a connection. So our first card. It is the King of Cups. So kings are the element of air. Kings are the ones, what? That's the adulting part of us. That's the one that needs to make sure that our kingdoms are taken care of, that we're dealing with our finances, that we're dealing with making sure others are taken care of. Court cards are not male or female, it's masculine energy, feminine energy. So the king is about getting those things done. But the king of cups. Cups are the element of water. Cups are our what? We talk about it every day. Cups are our spirituality, our emotions, our feelings. So when we're the king of cups, we see things, we get things done, but we also have to learn what empathy is. We have to be able to realize that, yes, these are the rules, but see them through the eyes of empathy. And that's hard to do sometimes because it's easier to get angry, it's easier to get frustrated, it's easier to say my way or the highway. It's not so easy sometimes to sit back and just not say anything or give somebody that leeway they may need and just being there for them. Whether this is work, whether it's home. So this is a card about intelligent empathy. Intelligent empathy. And this king is looking over at this card, which is the 5 of coins. So it's amazing. I don't get a lot of towers. I don't get a lot of the death cards. If I went through and I actually looked at all the different cards that I get each day, 5 of coins is one of those ones right now that seems to have been trending for quite a long time. And 5s are always challenges. And coins are our home, our health, our finances, and all those things that keep us grounded. So this is a reflection that says that, we all have areas where we have difficulties. It could be health, or it could be finances. It could be our mental health, just watching what's going on around and things like that. But it's one of those things that says that we're all in this together because everybody can relate at some way or another to the 5 of coins. But let's see what the next card is, which is the 5 of cups. So, cups again are our spirituality, our emotions, and our feelings. So, if 5s are challenges, 5s are those things that we have to overcome. I always talk about the tarot sometimes where we discuss the numerology, and 1 is a seed. It's a new idea. It's where we start something, and 2, we're making choices. 4 is like 4 legs on a table, and then that's stability. 4 of coins, stability. 4 of cups, things being stable. And then something throwing a wrench in there. And it kind of knocks us off our game. And if we start down here, if it's a hill, we want to get to 10, but 5 is going to be that bell curve, 5. And the question is, are we going to make it past that 5 so that we can get to 6 and continue on our path? And so the 5 is, the struggle is real. And we have the King of Cups looking at these. And what we're saying is that maybe things are still, we have things in our lives that we are concerned with. Whether it's like my mother-in-law who's 95 and she's mobile and everything else, but she's 95. We have family members who might be away or living with us or things like that. So this is just one of those things that say, things don't always just get better. Things sometimes we just need to recognize and look at the struggle because the struggle can be for real. And with the king, it's not just ourselves, but it's those around us, especially the King of Cups. But let's take a look at the advice card. It's the 2 of Swords. So kings are the element of air because they're our thoughts, our ideas. they're the ones that take charge. They're the ones that come up with the planning. And then the swords. Swords are the element of air. Again, thoughts, ideas, and sometimes our anxieties when we're dealing with, when we need to check up from the neck up. And then we have choices to make. So this is a spread of empathy because sometimes things do not always just get better. And when we are looking at the Five of Cups, the Five of Cups is about loss. You know, when we are feeling like those things around us are not going well, sometimes we get that spiral. So the Five of Cups is one of those things where you could have 5 cups all around you. And as Pamela Coleman Smith in the Rider-Waite Smith, she has somebody looking down at 3 spilt cups. And they're staring so hard at those 3 cups that they don't realize they still have 2 cups behind them. So when we have the two of Swords, it's about moving past the emotions and making our choices from the neck up, instead of all the feelings that we have, you know, which make it difficult to make choices. So today it's pretty much, let me see, 2 of Swords showed up in the advice position last week. Yeah, it's like I have these same cards that always pop up. And I mean, there's 78 cards in here. And it's supposed to be, you know, that 50-50 shot. It's like this or that or this or that. But somehow or another it reflects with the universe, and I don't know how. But today it's about realizing that we have areas that we hope and want to get better. And eventually, you know, it comes down to our choices. Again, with the Five of Cups, we have a choice to lament the 3 cups that are spilt, or we have a choice to be grateful for the 2 cups that we still have, because we still have something. You know, and so being the King of Cups, and if it's empathy, it's also about reflecting that and supporting the people around us. So it's about making choices today that are not just emotionally driven, but it's about being able to look at the situation, rising above it, and then choosing the best path. And as us being the King of Cups, that path is generally, what do we need to do to move past what we have to get where we are going? It even shows it here, and it's kind of a pretty card if you look at it. Here's our 3 cups. And if this is the direction that we're going, all we see is 2, because these are divided off. But we may be looking so hard at these 3, we don't see the 2 that are divided off. So, with that, take care. Have that amazing day. And I will be back here again tomorrow. Thanks again, and take care.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand, whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems, Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the cards, turn around. The story